my blade and shield alone. I do not settle, love nor marry, lest I leave a widow alone. I trek across the land seeking the jobs for helping hands, if any need a battle to be won. And when I'm given one, I don't rest until it's done. Oh, me, my sword, and my mercenary band. We live the life of the mercenary. Restitution is our creed. We seek the thrill, gold and glory. It's the only life we need. We trek across the land seeking the jobs for helping hands, if any need a battle to be won. When we're given one, we don't rest until it's done. Oh, me, my sword, and my mercenary band. I live the life of the mercenary. I court death near every day. I do not fear it. Oh, come and take me, but let me ride once more this day. I trek across the land seeking the jobs for helping hands, if any need a battle to be won. And when I'm given one, I don't rest until it's done. Oh, me, my sword, and my mercenary band. We trek across the land seeking the jobs for helping hands, if any need a battle to be won. And when we're given one, we don't rest until it's done. Oh, me, my sword, and my mercenary band. I've made a home of the winding road, traded my living for wanderer's woes. Feet on the earth, head in the clouds, I walk the world alone. Long have I traveled across these lands. Long is the journey that never ends. Back home there are farmers and blacksmiths galore, but out in the world I can be so much more. I've met mages and fae, I've met soldiers at war, and set eyes upon distant shores. Long have I traveled across these lands. Long is the journey that never ends. Some say that I'm foolish foolish, some say that I'm bold to brave the dark forests, wild beasts and the cold. But I choose to roam in ruins of old and sing of their stories untold. Long have I traveled across these lands. Long is the journey that never ends. My journey shall never end. I live the life of the mercenary. I live by blade and shield alone. I do not settle, love nor marry, lest I leave a widow alone. I trek across the land, seeking the jobs for helping hands. If any need a battle to be won, and when I'm given one, I don't rest until it's done. Oh, me, my sword, and my mercenary band. We live the life of the mercenary. Restitution is our creed. We seek the thrill, gold and glory. It's the only life we need. We trek across the land, seeking the jobs for helping hands. If any need a battle to be won, when we're given one, we don't rest until it's done. Oh, me, my sword, and my mercenary band. I live the life of the mercenary. I court death near every day. I do not fear it. Oh, come and take me, but let me ride once more this day. I trek across the land, seeking the jobs for helping hands. If any need a battle to be won, and when I'm given one, I don't rest until it's done. Oh, me, my sword, and my mercenary band. We trek across the land, seeking the jobs for helping hands. If any need a battle to be won, and when we're given one, we don't rest until it's done. Oh, me, my sword, and my mercenary band. I've made a home of the winding road, traded my living for wanderer's woes. Feet on the earth, head in the clouds, I walk the world alone. Long have I traveled across these lands. Long
Okay, welcome back, finally, to episode 14 of the Stormcaller's Fury. Last we left off, you guys went further in to the Halcyon ruins, finding your way through a opening in a tree trunk, which was shown to you by some spirits. You ventured into what appeared to be a portion of the Feywild, and the last guardian of the Virilai druids, who was stood beneath a beautiful, almost dead tree. On that tree was one of the flowers, and after defeating him in some combat, you took that flower back to the High Priestess of Adelia, who looked very confused as to why you'd only brought her one bloom when there were two of you infected. And that is where we are picking back up, as she sort of drops that bombshell on most of you, save for Persephone and Keenan, who are outside. Now, Zephyr, I didn't actually say where you had gone, so it's up to you whether or not you want to be inside or out. And then...
I feel like she'd be inside.
Okay. But yeah, that's where we pick it up, with the High Priestess sort of looking across most of the party with a very puzzled look.
So to be clear, only one of us can be healed. There's no like, and if that is the case, then, and she like turns to look at Pipkin and she's like, "We are gonna heal you, and then we'll go and find another flower for me."
I don't know. I think you have more, healing capabilities within yourselves. I'm just a girl with fists.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. It's fine. I'll work something out. We'll get you like healed up, and then I'll have a little chat with my god / find another flower. It'll be chill. It's fine.
What happens if they split the cure? Do they
That's
just...
what I was about to ask, but it wouldn't
That's a good
dropped.
question.
It wouldn't take hold. It needs to be strong enough to eliminate the rot.
Would it give them more time?
I don't think it would work.
Oh, it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
You should take it. It's really no use to keep me alive like that.
But I don't think I can take it. Like, I think we like I have other options. I like you don't. Like, I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean, like, I can go and ask my god, and I can like talk to her, and we can go and look for something else. I feel like you don't have that god to fall back on. I wouldn't be able to take it.
I run off.
Okay.
That's one way to decide.
Quick above table
Oh.
question for Lycaine.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst we've got a break. Are the Sousa plants like magical? Or are they just like a herb?
Which ones?
The blooms that we only have one of.
They are a magical plant.
Is there... This is a really big long shot, but I'm just asking just in case. Could I use my replicate magic item infusion thing to try and recreate one?
No, because you'd have to have the flower
You'd have to have
itself
everything.
to
Okay.
make it magical, yeah.
Okay. So you couldn't use the current one we've got to try and divvy it into two, sort of thing. Okay. No, it was just a thought.
It was a good try, but no.
And I don't know what to do. She's off.
Wait, have they made the actual potion or whatever yet?
No, she's holding
No,
the flower in her hand at the moment.
Okay.
What's
So I mean,
what's gonna
we might as well
what's gonna
make the potion,
happen?
and once the
Yeah.
potion's made, how much time do we have to decide does the potion go bad?
I
A
have
couple
an
of
above-
minutes, and the effect would fade.
Okay. So what happens to the
there.
person that doesn't get it?
They would have however long to find a different cure. This is the only one we know of.
Okay. Okay.
I have an above table question because I'm not
Yes.
there. I've just noticed in my inventory the staff of flowers.
Mhm.
You know, you said he just needs the flower. Could Persephone make the flower and then he turn the flower magical? She's not there, so it doesn't matter.
She's not
I'm
there.
just curious.
I couldn't possibly answer that question.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Worth a shot.
Mm.
If only we had someone with druidcraft, we could maybe do something.
Next level. Next level. Okay. Next level. Screw you.
Just trying to think if there's anything we could possibly do.
Can you just give me a minute, and like Nim like kind of walks back over to the statues of the gods,
Okay.
and she's gonna like just sit down in front of the statue of the guardian and like get out the like invar silk that she has from like Sonara,
Mm-hmm.
and like kind of like put it on her lap, and she's just gonna like pray and almost like ask for like guidance. She's like, she really doesn't know what to do because Pipkin like has just run off, and she's like, she's having a little bit of an internal crisis. Is essentially what's happening. She's like, please, like tell me, like, is there another way? Can I like I can't just take this, can I? Is essentially her question.
Make me a make me a religion check.
Okay. +2. Oh my god, that was a natural 20. So 22.
I will let you ask one question. As you feel that warmth of almost like your armor is heating up. Not in a, oh my god, I'm gonna burn alive way, but just in a gentle, shining light.
Like a warming, comforting sensation.
Yes.
Okay. I will just ask, like, is there another cure? Like, does she know of another cure that we could use?
Yes. Is the answer.
Interesting. Okay. I am going to be like essentially like a thank you and a bit of a like okay, and she's gonna like stand up. She's gonna go back to the others, like Callan and Zephyr, and be like, right, the Guardian knows that there's another cure we can use. Like there is a second option. So like whoever takes it, the other one of us, okay, we've only got 20 days, but like there is another way that is not like there is another way. They're not like completely like fucked forever. I feel like I want to tell Pipkin so that she knows like she's not like whichever one of us is not
It's good,
like
good to know we're not out of options. But it would have been nice if she told you what the other option was, not to.
I mean, yeah, I'll like. So my current thing is, so I don't exactly have, lots of control over it, but when I dream, I have like the ability to like contact Sonara, and she's obviously now like much closer to the Guardian. She's in her own little realm. I don't really know how it works. What I do know is that I can try and do that tonight, and then I can actually have a conversation with Sonara and be like, hi, please help me in this situation. And it will be hopefully an easier conversation than between me and my like literal god.
Quick above table on this one.
Mm-hmm.
With the whole Dreamwalker thing, could I assist Nim in trying to actually connect with that more or not?
Connect with what in particular? Oh, with the dream.
Yeah, because she doesn't have control at the minute. Is there a way I could like assist with it?
You would have to test that out come nighttime.
Yeah. No, I'm up for giving it a go. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't something completely useless. I imagine it's going to be a high DC, but it's worth a shot.
It is worth it. Will she like looks to you two like? Will you two help me find Pipkin? Like, I feel like I scared her off a little bit. But we need to like come up with an actual like a plan. Now we know that there's another option.
Yeah, I can help you find her. I might even be able to help you out later on when you're trying to talk to Sonara.
That would be amazing if you can. Like,
well, as much as you know about your whole new thing, haven't really walked in someone's dreams on purpose for a while, so could be nothing, but it's worth a shot.
It's always worth a go.
And I'll run outside quickly and just see if I can find Pipkin.
Okay. Pipkin, where have you gone?
I have gone and looked for a secluded place away from people as much as I can. I'm not sure about the layout of the place that we're at, but I would probably be looking for something like a courtyard, maybe a garden, but probably not the statue garden. A hallway with a nook and a window-ish, if they even have windows underwater. Something like that.
And are you trying to hide at all?
Not so much hide, more be alone.
Okay.
Out of sight, not like crouched underneath something or anything.
Okay. Yeah, very easy for you to do. You're sort of knelt by a very small stream that comes from the lake amongst mid to quite tall grass. You're just sitting there. Kalenthar, can you make a perception check for me?
is that 10? Probably don't see a lot.
You know a rough direction of where Pipkin went, but as you sort of rush to go find her, you do slowly come to the realization that you have no idea where she went.
As I'm like running around, can I just like do my mind thing, just like trying to reach out to her, just to see if I can like ping off as I'm running past?
Yeah, well, how far is your mind thing?
I think it goes 30 feet. Double check. Mind response. 40 feet in any direction. Oh,
So-
it has to be who I can see, so it wouldn't work.
Oh,
Never
well,
mind.
there you go. That's
Never-
my
never
decision
mind.
on the thing.
Should have
I
kept my
would
mouth
say-
shut. Better
I would say in this first couple of minutes of you searching, you haven't been able to find her just yet. So you can either keep doing that while we continue with what's going on with the others, or you can rejoin.
I'll keep looking around.
Okay. So you guys watch as Callan runs off in the direction of where he saw Pipkin going.
Nim is kind of just like pacing back and forth. She's like, Callan like climbs up things and finds things all the time. It's cool. Like he's got that. She's just kind of like silently pacing back and forth. Very clearly having some kind of like internal debate with herself. She's almost doing that thing where like she's like muttering under her breath to herself, but like very much not making any like real words. She's just like walking back and forth and waving her hands around and like not really sure.
Zephyr, seeing this, will approach them and put a hand on like her forearm and just say like, whatever happens, whoever gets the potion, we will find an alternative for the other.
Yeah, we will. I know we will. I just I don't know why I didn't expect this. Like I thought I was so happy. I thought we'd found the way to help both of us.
I know.
And
I don't think any of us could have known this would happen.
no, I thought like I don't know, like they ground it up into a powder and they'll use like part of it. Yeah. I just I don't know. We will find the other cure. It will be fine. Yeah.
You're both gonna be fine, and in 21 days from now, we'll be laughing about this, or not, but hopefully laughing about this.
I hope, really hope that we will be laughing. Yeah. Oh God! And then she like just starts walking again. She's like,
Zephyr's gonna go off and try and find Pipkin as well.
Okay, yeah, make me a perception check for me.
It's been so long since I rolled for this girl. I'm like, is she perceptive? I don't know. Who knows? Oh my God. come on, D&D Beyond, don't do this to me now. Perception. She is perceptive. But will she be right now? That's a dirty, filthy 20.
Okay. You spot Pipkin before Callan does, as you're watching him sort of frantically move about. Every now and then closing his eyes, doing something. It looks very strange. But you see Pipkin off quite far away, kneeling in some long grass, looking at the river as it passes by. And I'd say, Pipkin, you do notice her as you've come to notice that Callan is frantically looking. You assume probably for you.
Zephyr can be heard by like everyone because she's not a sneaky sneak. And she looks at Callan like, isn't he supposed to be good at finding things? And then she's like, okay, and then just goes and sits next to Pipkin.
Would I be in earshot if she said that?
She didn't actually say it. She just
I
thinking
was gonna say, if you said it out loud, you'd be like, I'm a little bit traumatized right now.
She just sits next to Pipkin, and she asks what's on Pipkin's mind.
You see me sorry, you see me wiping away a little tear. And fuck up, Siri. Wiping away a little tear and actively like looking away, and silent after a while, like silently saying, "Hey," with a pretty grovelly, ruined voice. I don't really know what to think of all this.
You seem to have your mind pretty made up about Nim getting the cure.
She just has so much more capabilities and promise than I do. Literally, she's touched by the gods, and I just punch people. I've made, and her voice starts breaking. I've made so many mistakes. I'm nothing. I really just want to get away from it all, to be free, and to let go. And then I think of all the people that I will disappoint if I let go. And I curse them for keeping me here. And I just don't think I would even be worthy of that cure. So yes, I have my mind set on Nemessa getting it.
Well, I don't know about these people that are keeping you here, and I don't know much about anything, really. I just grew up reading books and never really getting to experience anything until I came out here. But I don't think that being God-touched or being good at any one thing makes you more or less deserving of a cure. And okay, you say you punch things, but you also do other things. And even if you didn't, you're the best puncher of things I've ever met. And
I guess.
I think that whatever gets decided, however it gets decided, doesn't matter at the end of the day, because we're gonna find another way. We're gonna find something for the other person. Nim's already found out that there's another kind of cure. We're not sure what the cure is yet, but we'll find it. I've been with this group long enough to know that,
There is?
yeah, there is. So,
Oh. Seem
I
awfully
mean,
dramatic now, don't I?
we all have our moments. But yeah, I think I've been around this group enough that we seem like an odd bunch, but somehow we always make things work, and I think we'll make it work again.
Yeah. Okay.
So I know you just said a lot to me just now about freedom and wanting to be free, and no one's going to make you do anything you don't want to do. But at the end of the day, one of you's going to take this cure, and then we're going to go right back out there and find the other one.
All right. Yeah. That sounds good.
We've got this.
Yeah.
And then she awkwardly tries to fist bump Pipkin's arm.
He just kind of looks at you
Like she's clearly never done it before, but she tries.
I fist bump very carefully, like, sure. Thanks. We'll get it. We'll do it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Like I said to Nick, we'll be laughing about this in 21 days.
I'm sure.
And then she gets up and then she holds a hand out to Pipkin.
I'll take it, and I follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to where we were originally.
Okay. Callan, you see Zephyr with Pipkin in tow, returning back to Nim, who was just standing by herself.
I think with the perception checks I was rolling, I probably wouldn't have even noticed that. Well, some a 6.
Well,
I'm probably still
given
walking
enough
around trying to
time
find
for
it.
you to be looking around.
Yeah, I'll shadow on behind them, but I won't actually go up to them. I'll just follow behind a little bit further because I can see they've kind of had a moment.
Like, as soon as Nim sees you, she kind of like runs up to you and is like, "Oh my god, thank God she found you. There's another cure. I know, like, we're gonna find it, and we're both gonna be okay."
Yeah, I heard. Sorry, I never really experienced something like this.
And me neither. I'm sure I'm handling this very, very badly. But
Yeah.
I think like we're both gonna be okay. We've got a plan. Callan's gonna help me work out what the cure is, and then we're gonna go get it. So I guess we just have to decide who's gonna get cured now and who's gonna get cured later.
Yeah. All right. I mean, you, obviously.
As in me later? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's do it that.
No, first.
Are you...
The party of people pleasers. This is never going to work.
No.
You gotta make a decision.
Zephyr pulls out a coin and says, "We'll flip for it."
You know what? That would actually kind of make me feel better. But obviously only if Pipkin is okay with it. I don't want to force anyone into that.
All right.
But taking the decision away from me genuinely would probably be the nicest thing someone could do for me right now.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a good idea.
We're gonna cure you both, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
This is just for now.
Yes.
You guys want to call it? Heads or tails?
Heads.
Tails.
All right. The decision is mine. Nim will be healed first.
Okay. You watch as the High Priestess just has been patiently observing all of this happen. Nods her head slightly. She walks over to the main portion of the courtyard where the fountain is. And you can see all the things you prepared earlier. There's a small wooden bowl, a bunch of different herbs. She begins mixing all of them in. The last is obviously the flour, which she puts in a mortar and pestle and begins grinding it as you hear her repeating these words over and over again. Most of them seem like prayers. She is speaking in Celestial. And after a while you see that flower begins to glow this beautiful purple blue, which she then pours into the bowl, picks it up, and offers it to Nim.
Okay, do I just drink this?
Mm-hmm.
She looks over at Pipkin, not to say anything, but more just checking that she's still sure.
I nod.
And she will then just drink it.
Okay. It does not taste nice. It tastes a lot like you'd expect, like ground up plant. After a while, you feel nothing, and you're expectantly looking around to wait and see if anything happens before that burning in your leg begins to intensify, almost to the point where you cut off your own leg. That's how bad it is. Keeps going, and then a soft, warm glow, and you can actually feel the flesh knitting itself back together.
Mm-hmm.
You look down. It is gone.
Well, that was unpleasant. But
you feel good? You feel okay?
Yeah, I feel okay.
I'll walk over to the priestess that just made the tonic and just ask if they can write down the process, the ingredients. And I'm assuming as I can speak Celestial, I'd understand what she did for the chant as well, just so I can take notes in case we ever find another one.
Yeah, you can do all that.
Cool. Just in case. And then I'll look over it and then see that she's healed up and just throw a quick smile, just like a sign of relief. I'm glad you're okay. Let's find another one.
Yeah.
Zephyr's gonna go to the priestess as well and say that she heard that there's potentially another kind of cure. Does she know anything of it?
Of course she does. She bows her head a moment. You can see a lot of furrowed brow. There are only a few things in this world that can cure an ailment like this. Obviously, this ritual is one of them. Should you find yourself in the place of maybe a druid more powerful than most, then perhaps they might be able to perform something. There is talk, of course, of the magic of wishes, but those are mostly fantasy. And I suppose if you had a being of strong enough power, then perhaps they would be able to cure it itself. There's talk of the silver dragons of the east. Aside from that, my only bet was the flower, and if you can't get your hand on anything more, then I'm afraid I can't help.
Really strong druid.
As you say that, Karen just goes, I might know someone, but I don't know if he's still around. And he's just going to like look at his notebook that's he got handed over. And when we're next in town, I'll try and send a message. He might be able to help. It's an old friend.
How long will that message take to reach him?
If I do the magical one, I think it's only like a day, isn't it? One that costs more.
It's a day to reach them, but you don't know how long it would take for the response. So for like Holly's, it took weeks.
I mean, if he's anything like how I reply to text messages, I mean, he might be doomed.
Well, he is a busy guy, but I'm sure Barabbas would not
In
leave
the
it too long.
meantime,
But it's
As
not-
you're-
Zephyrs. Oh,
As you're all talking, you do happen to notice a rather large woman with ornate sort of red and black armor is standing off to one side. And as you guys begin conversing, she walks over to the high priestess and like leans in and whispers in her ear. And most of you have high enough passive perceptions to hear her say, no, it can't have been them. They weren't here. And sort of brushes her hand away.
Shit. Shit. Shit.
And then obviously goes back to just observing the rest of you. But this person is very large, and that's why I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that happened.
how large are we talking? Like Goliath?
Like 6'8".
Like, no, fuck you. My husband's height. Like, I was gonna ask if it was like Nessa. Do you remember Nessa from the?
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
the
yeah.
half Goliath.
Yeah, like that big.
She's
I'm not there,
she's
but-
cresting up there. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she looks human though.
Oh, she's just a beefcake. She a muscle mummy. Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself again.
Zephyr is gonna be like, oh no, oh dear, and then she's gonna not very subtly, because it's Zephyr, just like back away and then go to the side, and she's gonna use her magical messagey powers to message the most powerful magical being she knows.
Who is it?
Who is it?
No.
Who?
Okay, what are you sending as your message?
This message can be as long as I want it to be, right? It doesn't have a limit.
No, it doesn't have a limit because it's not sending.
Okay. Hi, Who. Hope you're doing well.
Missed opportunity to say yoo-hoo, just saying. Sorry.
Would love to say we're also doing well, but we're not. Need magical cure for Pitkin, who is poisoned the right word? Poisoned?
She's
Disease?
diseased at the
disease.
moment. Yeah.
Is diseased and has 20 days. Need to find a powerful druid.
It's less than 20 days. It's 17. Sorry, because last session he asked me to roll how many days they had left, and I rolled a 17. So it's
Okay, well,
17 days.
I'm just gonna go with 20 still.
So
Need
sorry.
powerful druid. Do you know anyone? Question mark. Love Zephyr.
Okay.
I love Zephyr.
like
It's
a-
wild.
Like Abe's like, I regret giving her this.
I hate you.
Zephyr can talk to Who every session. That's my goal.
Yeah. I need to roll for this. Oh, fuck off. Okay.
The
rolled a
outrage you're
1.
trying to reach.
There is a brief pause, almost an absence, as you're waiting for a reply, and then, as per usual, there's almost like a tapping on stone, and he's like, "Hello, hello. Oh, yes, this is working. What wonderful. Zephyr, it is nice to hear from you. I am so sad that those things are happening. A magical disease. Let me think." And you hear a soft whoo in the background, and he throws you hear like a clattering of books and a flapping of wings. I will ask, and then nothing.
Okay. I wish she could like message back being like, thank you, but she can't. So Zephyr's the sort of person who, like me, would say thank you to Siri after Siri gives her an answer.
Just in case the robots take over.
Exactly. So yeah, she will go back to the group and will say, I also asked Who if he knows anyone who can help. And he says he'll get back to me. Maybe.
Thank you for your email.
Yes.
Just gets forwarded to Pitkin's inbox.
When it sends, is it like he can hear her, or like how does it? Because in my mind, it's like an actual message, like a written message, and it's all in caps.
It is.
How does?
It's a heard message, so it's like a voicemail essentially.
Okay, yeah, she'd still be like herself pretty much, but yeah, if it was written down, it would be in all caps because that's how Zephyr writes, probably.
Just a beam of a cartoon owl at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's a text.
Okay. And then she'll just lean in to the tills and be like, I think we should leave. Yes? No?
I'm
I
not
will
on
say
for me.
the woman, the very large woman in armor, is staring at Kalinthar with intense daggers.
What did I do? He says out loud.
You're a man. I don't like men here.
He probably looks.
Probably look like a woman. Yeah, to be
Yeah, I was
fair.
gonna say from a distance, he
Yeah.
probably looks like a woman. It's like long pony and everything.
It's one of the gals.
He's not exactly bulky, is he?
Slay queen.
Can I roll to see if Zephyr gets that this look that this woman is giving Callan is like one of, like I'm assuming it's one of like suspicion.
Oh yeah, you don't need to roll for that.
Yeah.
She is
No,
highly
but
suspicious of him.
I would like for Zephyr to roll, to see if she understands that this is suspicion and not something else.
Okay, yeah, roll roll an insight check.
Because Zephyr, that's an 11. Is
Yeah,
it?
I mean 11 is a pass, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Okay,
very
like-
suspicious of him.
And she just leans in against like, what did you do? Because like obviously Zephyr has no idea of anything that's happened.
As far as I'm aware, I've done nothing. Maybe I took down some notes I shouldn't have in the library. I put everything back. Like I didn't take any books. As much as I wanted to, that would have been cool. Like, they had a really good library back there.
Because if there's one person you should not piss off, it's a librarian.
I don't think she's a librarian, Zeph. I'll be honest.
Not her, but
Don't
maybe the
judge a
lib.
book by its cover.
The librarian could have.
It's speaking from experience. It's very hard to read in full bloody plate armor, and she looks like she probably is wearing that quite a lot.
Fair enough. But maybe the
Not to jump to
librarian could have.
stereotypes in the book by its cover, but I'd assume that person is not a librarian.
No.
Judging by the sharp, pointy thing that she probably normally has on her hip, as he looks at like the scabbard probably on her hip.
You don't see any scabbard. You do see the intensely spiked gauntlets as she's sort of crossing her arms.
Oh, great! It's an armored Pipkin. Right,
Pretty
guys,
much.
should we go?
Yeah, I think we should probably just.
As Keller has a flashback to when Pipkin literally rearranged him in the fighting pit.
Wait, how tall's Pitkin again?
Like a 4 foot.
Tall. Small.
3 foot.
Like 3 foot? So this person could potentially be 2 Pipkins tall.
Yes,
Oh, God.
if not more.
Oh, oh wow.
And spiky fists.
And spiky fists. We'll just be going now. Alright, guys?
We've got
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
all of our stuff back as well. Remember, they seized all our weapons.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll get those on the way out.
Nim's fine. She still has hers.
Yeah, I'm allowed mine because I'm cool.
But the High
Nothing to
Priestess
do with
sort
my
of,
god at all.
bows to you all, wishes you to walk among the grace of the luminary, and bids you farewell. So you are free to go collect your things, reunite with your party.
I say thank you once again as we are leaving. Just like thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
As
Hiccups.
we... Oh.
I mean, not hiccups. Persephone.
Yeah, sorry. Hi. I was like, oh, how dare you leave me on like that? And then
What have you been doing for the past hour?
I mean, I don't know because Keenan's not here. But since Keenan's not here, she would have tried to contact the Weaver again to find out what to do with this fucking thing. So she would have taken a moment, sat by herself, knowing that the other two are watching her non-stop. They're both probably like got their eyes on her. And she'll just see if she can connect to the Weaver, even after not being able to when they're in the Feywild.
You feel a presence other than yourself, but you don't get a response. So you know she's there.
She's gonna like open her eyes and like look up to the sky with like a knowing what the fuck kind of look. Like, no, great, no, yeah, I'll steal this and then not know what to do with it. That's fine.
Gods, man, they are not straightforward.
You're a fickle bitch. And then she'll take a second and probably have a little you're left on red. And she'll given that Keenan's not there, she'll have a little conversation with Kozar.
Okay.
And she'll tell him about the staff, because I don't think he was there when she found out about it. I can't remember, but I don't even know, because I think when she read everything about it, she didn't tell anyone what she read about her family.
No, you didn't. Not out loud. No.
No. So she would approach him.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, can I just have a quick word?
Yeah, sure. Flowers, what do you want?
It's about the well, it all links together. The question that the Eladrin asked me about Roke. Well, I answered about Roke and his death haunting me and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He has a connection to my family. And my mum and this staff that he hid in the Feywild. And it's complicated. And I know you're more of a wandering traveler kind of guy. So you're more than welcome to stay with us as long as we are doing that. But I just wanted you to know that my end goal is to get that staff and return home and stay there. And like I said, I know you're not the type to settle down in one place. You get antsy and uncomfortable if you're in one place for too long.
Yeah, only because we usually stolen something.
Not always.
Well, and that time you know. You killed
what?
that guy.
No, we don't talk about that.
Oh yeah, no, sorry.
We don't.
Look, Flowers.
She like looks at Keenan.
Whatever you wanna do, I'm here.
I don't want you to feel trapped.
No, I mean, I need to take care of some things. If that is your end goal, to go back to Kaloria, then I will have to figure some things out. But apart from that, once I've done that, then yeah. I can be a druid. And he sort of like poses, leaning on a tree.
She like, she'll hand him the staff. And she'll be like, focus on this staff, like focus on it really, really hard.
Okay.
She's gonna try and get him to summon one of the flowers.
You just see like a little cactus.
She's like, see? Druid! You did it!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was too much effort. And he just sort of hands it back.
She'll take it back. And then she'll probably reunite with Keenan and then have a little conversation again about what they're gonna do, because she doesn't know what's going on in there. She doesn't know if they've been healed. And like she's gonna, what if it doesn't work? She's like, I don't want anything like that. It'll work. It'll be fine. And then she'll probably just sit down and like splish splash with like the water at the edge of the lake.
Okay.
Like running her fingers through the edge of it while she waits.
After a while, you do see your party return.
Mhm.
Nim looks in fine form, perfect form, and Pipkin is
Very
still
emotionally
limping
disturbed.
slightly.
She'll like immediately jump up and be like, what? Completely unaware to poor baby girl Pipkin.
For one of us, yes, she could cure one of us. We tossed a coin.
What?
It's a long story. We have to go find a really powerful druid to cure Pipkin now.
I
I-
might know some.
If
Not
you
many,
do,
but I'm from I lived with druids.
then
But
please show us the way.
I
Please,
don't
we
think we'd
need to
make
go.
it all the way. We would not make it all the way to Kaloria with the time that she has. So if you guys know someone nearby,
Well, I think Zephyr spoke to who?
oh, okay.
And I'm gonna try and
I don't-
see if Sonara knows anyone when I go to
I'm-
bed, and Callum's gonna help me do that because of dreamy things. Yeah, we've got plans. Like, it's cool. We're gonna cure Pipkin.
As Nim says that, I just dart a look over at Keenan and go, not like that.
as a last ditch resort, even though I don't know where he is. There's my brother.
True.
A good option to keep in our back pocket.
As a last ditch resort, I'm not a druid, but he always excelled with our mother's teachings.
Just a quick above table question.
Yes.
How far are we from the Spirewood right now?
From the
it like
Spirewood.
A week? Is it like a week?
Jeebus.
Or
It's
is it
longer
like
than
Might
a
have a
week.
long time.
Let me have a look.
I was just wondering whether it was in our travel time for the
Just
thing.
17 days. At least 2 weeks.
Just as a last ditch, just in case. Because if there's anywhere where there's a druid, it's going to be there.
Yeah, that's considerably closer than Gloria.
Mm.
It's about
And who knows?
80 days away.
Oh,
Can
fair. That's miles.
Seth is gonna sort of like rub her eyes for a second and then say, "Can I ask why it needs to be a druid? Why a druid specifically?"
That's what the
priestess said.
Well, no, she didn't tell you why. She didn't tell you what exactly they could do. It wasn't like he can create another one of these flowers sort of thing. It's not. She didn't tell you how. She just said a druid.
Yeah,
think
so to
it's because
recap,
it's-
what she said was the best bet was this flower. Other than that, it would either be a druid, a being with enough magical energy to be able to do something, whatever that was, she wouldn't know. There were talks of silver dragons, celestials, the wish, which she dismissed as fantasy, and that was about all you got from it. So she wouldn't know entirely herself what a solution would be.
Okay.
Hearing like one of them explain that, Seth will be like, "That's annoyingly vague."
Yeah, but the
Weird that.
Guardian did know of another type of cure, so when I have the
Wait, you can
chat with,
you can reach the Guardian?
yeah, I did a little prayer at her little statue, and
like-
she was like, "Yeah, there's another way."
Seth is gonna look up at the sky. Fucking, she's ignoring me.
Is she? Why would she?
Bitch.
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Sorry, I thought maybe it was just, at first I was like, oh, maybe it's like, she's lagging, like it's just takes a second for it to get back after we couldn't reach it. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Sorry, you said they know of a cure. Do they they say?
Yeah, the
I don't know how your
Guardian-
communication works.
Basically, I was like, "Is there another cure?" And she was like, "Yes." And I can, when I go to sleep, I can talk to Sonara. So I'm gonna try and like ask her for advice, more details, hoping that she has. I'm sure she has all of the answers. She's smart, and if she doesn't, then she can ask the Guardian and then tell me. It's all good.
Just one more question about your trip in there.
Mhm.
Did anything look wrong? I don't.
No.
Sorry. I mean, she's trying to ask if they were suspicious, but she doesn't want to be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Be
Don't
suspicious.
be
Be
suspicious.
suspicious.
Don't be
She's so there wasn't like any. And okay, nothing, no reason. Shut up.
Any what?
I guess I don't really trust them 100%. So I just wanted to make sure
I
there
don't-
wasn't any problems.
I don't think they really trust us, or at least not Callan anyway. It was just like kind of mean,
So there wasn't
I
really
there
tall
wasn't-
woman
Jimmy
staring
don't know
at
what
him.
I did. Like, Jim.
Yeah, that was a bit weird, but
Yeah, they were like whispering, and then I think I caught a bit where they said it couldn't have been them.
You guys see like a flicker or something. And then
Insight
she like
check.
hides it.
You can do one if you want to.
Yeah.
As much as I want
so I
to, he wouldn't know
Deception
to.
from hiccups, and then if anyone wants to, they can roll an insight check.
Okay, hold on. What do I
Sure,
have as
why not?
my? Oh, +3.
That's
I
a
don't think
10.
Zephyr would have been looking.
That's a 10. I wouldn't
Oh, I got an
use.
18, my boy. So sorry.
No.
No, I think Zephyr would have been looking away and being like, "How silly! Like, why would
Like,
they
how
suspect
weird."
us?" Yeah, what a
Suspect us
weirdo.
of what? Yeah, that's odd. Maybe it's like, we found out that they don't like men. Maybe they just
yeah.
I don't, or
Maybe it's
maybe
confusing
they
'cause he's
know
the man
about
with the long
the
hair.
Dreamwalkers. Maybe they just don't trust what he is. No offense.
Meanwhile, Persephone's like
People
visibly
should be
sweating.
enemies. she's like Key and Peele gif.
We're just like
pouring down her
completely
face.
drenched.
I know this is probably not going to lead to anything, but just a curiosity above table.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm actually standing near Persephone, she has the crystal on her.
Okay.
Would Callan be feeling anything or not?
Not as far as you're aware.
Just wanted to see. Just wanted to see.
Sorry. You're the best. Thank you.
Because it's the first time they've actually been like in close proximity for quite a while.
True.
Yeah.
You feel nothing. Oh! Sorry. I opened up the drink and it went everywhere.
Right. I guess we're making are we actually made aware, or are we still just like
What
debating
time?
about it on the edge?
What time of
What?
day is it?
That's a great question. I'd say it's mid-afternoon, turning to evening, and you guys are just outside, back on the edge of the lake. So where you
mean-
originally came from.
I have another
We
quick
want-
question for you
Oh,
guys.
go for it.
So sorry.
All good.
If our lovely Pipkin wouldn't have as much time, the last time she went for a dip in this lake, her time got extended a little further. Is it
That is a
worth
good
her going for
idea.
a quick little dip
Yeah.
to extend
We-
her
I've
time?
also got
Sure, it won't
those
be any harm to do it.
silver
Roll,
bandages that we made last time as well.
Well, last time it kind of gave her like an extra 5 or something days.
roll to yeet Pipkin into the lake.
No, she's gonna leave it
No.
up to Pipkin. She was like, I don't.
Just,
I would just rather you have
just
more
throw
time.
Pipkin and she just appears back in the town. And they're all just like, why the fuck are you here?
She's gonna kneel down in front of Pipkin and say, "Would you mind if I checked your wound?"
Sure. Go ahead.
She's gonna like slowly heal off the bandages and stuff, and she wants to just double check how many days she has.
You've done this enough time to not need a roll.
Yeah.
It's still
Okay.
17, yeah.
Okay. She's like, I'm like, okay. Right. And then she'll sort of strap it back up and say, it's up to you. I recall last time I gave you a few extra days, but
I already said it was fine, but you were busy talking amongst yourselves.
sorry, darling.
Sad.
I'm a bit of a ball of
Why
nervous
why
energy
don't we
right now.
all go for a swim and then?
Well, no, I don't think all of us should go because last time someone tried to dive deep down and I was scared that he was going to die. She glares at Callan.
I can breathe underwater. It's fine.
No, it's not that. You said there was stuff in the water that I thought was going to kill you.
Something tried to play tag. It was okay.
Yeah, no. So I think maybe
It was only really,
in
really
case-
deep. It'd be
I
okay
do-
just like paddling.
I do recall Emerald Pipkin, didn't you get pulled in as well? You like felt the urge to go into the water? Like you were being
I was just
lured
getting
in?
tired of waiting around, so I thought we had to go into the water. There was
Okay,
nothing
just
luring
making
me if
sure.
not my own curiosity.
Okay.
It took us quite a
Um,
long time to figure out how to actually get into that city or town or
okay.
whatever
Well,
it was.
if you want to have a little dip before we go, then feel free.
Yeah.
She dives in.
Okay.
Oh,
roll me a
I just meant
D12.
your leg.
I do a little swim, circle. I wet my hair. I immediately have a face of regret because I have a huge fucking set of curls and it's going to take literal days to dry.
Oh no.
It's okay. Keenan will help you. He
Come
helped
out.
with my.
No one
massive
thinks about
chain
this
of
in
curls.
D&D, which is the drying time of permanent curls.
Yup.
Yes,
As someone
roll
who
me
also has
a
them, yeah.
D12, and that will be how many days you can add.
How many days it takes for my hair to dry?
that is what I thought was
They're
gonna.
the same.
I rolled 2.
Oh shit, okay. Well, 19, and it takes 2 days for your hair to
Well,
dry.
still.
Excellent.
When we get to the dwarven thing, it's just going to be Pipkin asking, "Can you make me something to dry my hair?"
Suddenly the
Invent like a blow dryer real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a small fire elemental inside a cylinder. You just hold
Aw.
up the. That'd be
Just
cute.
shake it and just.
We call him Sparky.
suddenly the phone rings and a voice over the phone says 19 days.
Where'd that phone come from? What's a phone?
It's
You guys
actually a
get
rock.
to the dwarven realm, and they're like,
What?
yeah, just put your head over this volcano.
Anyway, Pipkin comes out of the water and she wrings out her hair and she kind of ties it up with a
Seth
stick.
will-
Like
Seth has
Like a
some
little-
like ribbons. She'll like pull one of the ribbons out of her bag and use it to help you tie your hair out of your face.
she ties it up and puts her hand on her hips in like a renewed energy. All right, shall we move on then? Off
Yeah,
to
where are we
find
going?
another cure. I don't know, druid. There's probably
Yeah,
like a druid land or something, right? Where they'll gather.
I only know
quite far.
where I live, but I'm.
I mean,
Well,
I
we're
think
gonna
first
ask
step is get
Sonara.
out of the woods. Yes.
Yeah.
So let's go find the horses, and then
Oh,
by
God,
that
we hope
time
they're
it's
okay.
probably
Well, it's nearly
Probably
evening. Do we
camptime.
want to do that?
Yeah.
Do we want to do that now, or do we want to just camp here?
I did put an alarm around where they were when we were
I
last
have-
there, so hopefully that scared anything off that got close.
I feel like we can we can camp where the horses
How
are. I feel
far-
like that's
yeah, how
fine.
far were
Yeah,
the
how far were the
horses?
horses?
It was a bad day. wasn't it?
It was kind of hard for you guys to tell time, so you're not too sure, because the forest was so thick. But I'd say it's about an hour's walk for you to get back.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's just go now, and then we can rest.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, sounds
I-
good.
Yeah, sounds good.
I just want to make sure it's okay.
sleep actually. I haven't
Yeah, same. I have no spells.
rested yet.
Went through that whole fight with 0 spell slots.
I was-
Get me the
I was
fuck out
looking
of
at-
here so I can go to sleep.
I was looking at Zephyr's spells and I was like, oh, I could use Gust of Wind on Pipkin's hair. Might be a bit
That is
overkill,
true,
but-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See Pip could just fly
I feel
across
like you
the,
just knock it- I feel like you
the
just eat her.
forest.
She's only small.
Look like Pipkin's blast enough again.
Imagine just Nim just holding Pipkin up
Yeah.
in the breeze. It's just like that's so funny. Anyway, let's
To the horses.
start making our way
To the
back.
horses. Jim, I'm coming. I'm coming. Wait for me. I'm on my
You thanks to your outlanders, you do make your way
way.
back to where the horses are. They look perfectly happy. They're just chilling or just milling about.
Even Lucifer.
Even Lucifer.
Lucifer never looks happy.
Lucifer looks strangely happy, as if he's
Oh
been
no, something's happened.
talking to some people.
Seth was
There
going
was
to
a lot
walk
of
up to
undead around,
the.
right? Like he
the-
would have been talking and chilling. Like we'd have been listening. Rather.
Do they still have the stone, like the rock that he cast that message thing on?
Oh, yeah. Hey, little mama, let me whisper. into
Yeah.
you.
We'll go up to it and
How
poke it
long
and
does
see if
that?
it's
I think
still-
yes. 'cause I don't- I
It
think
lasts indefinitely until
indefinitely
I make
until
a
he
new
does
thing.
it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yes, they still have the stone.
She
every
just
now
wants
and
to
then you
walk
just
over to
hear
it and poke
repeat.
it to see if it still. Oh, okay. It's like, did this? And she's sort of like combing her fingers through Jim's
I
very
was
short
literally
hair.
just imagining it like we came back and then Jim's just got it in his mouth and it's just repeating because he's like
Do
chewing
not
on it.
accuse my Jim of chewing rocks.
That would be funny. Though.
That's my
Anyway,
boy.
fair enough. Nothing really.
I assume that we're gonna have a nice little long rest. Can you put like an alarm around us?
I can't at the minute because I don't have it prepared.
Son of a biscuit.
We'll just have to take
Sorry
turns.
for becoming the
That's fine,
healer
yeah,
for a
you guys
session.
don't. You guys don't. How dare you? I have 0 spell slots.
Same.
However, yeah, you guys only sleep like 4 hours, don't you? So.
Yeah.
Meditate.
Oh yeah, well, elves are weird. No offense.
are.
Oh God, I in the wrong company to be saying stuff.
I will
like
have you. I will have you know. I am not an elf. Don't stereotype me.
True. Yeah.
Technically more human than anything.
Who said I was talking to you? She like looks at Keenan and looks back at you. Somebody here is an elf.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you
Zephyr
guys
will
want
take
to-
first watch, and then
Don't forget, guys,
Okay.
I have this horny
you need to
potion
take.
that makes you more perceptive. So if anybody wants it,
No,
You gotta say that when you retire, Persephone.
I don't want it. I don't
Just
want
see Kozo look over. Don't give it away. With his eyes.
She's gonna like put it next to her while she sleeps. She's like, just in case anybody changes their mind. She's
Okay.
gonna lay down.
We are going to have 3 different watches. So organize amongst yourselves who would take what watch.
I will take first watch.
Okay.
Guess I'll take second because I need half the time.
Oh no!
Or
we
what if you take third and Kina takes second, so that you have like a solid amount where you're trying to
Yeah, sure.
help them with the dreamy dream.
Yes, that is a good idea.
That's a good point. Yeah.
How
Yeah,
long
Zephyr
are the
first.
watches? Like how long? Sorry, I don't know how long we're going to be asleep for. That's the only reason.
Well,
I'm
if
asking.
it's a full long rest, it's 8 hours. So divide that into 3.
Well, I mean, if one of you watches, then 2 of you can be awake for the other 2 watches.
Well, the me
You don't
helping
need.
Nim thing will be I basically rest next to her, I'd imagine. Because
Okay.
I have to go to the Dream Realm too.
Mhm.
I'd assume that's how it works.
I think
And I knew.
I don't know.
Okay. So for my first watch, can I have a perception roll from you, please?
Yes. Perception. That is a natural 1.
Now you got me so hyped when you said natural. I was like, oh.
No, it would have been like nat 20.
You did you roll that actual natural one?
It was a natural 1 plus 5, so 6. But natural 1.
You do doze off a little bit as you're getting into sort of the
a
later
long
part
day.
of your watch.
Uh-huh.
you have like a vague dream about like a low dog growling at you before you awaken. You're shaken awake by who was on the second watch?
Keenan.
By Keenan?
Yeah.
Isn't here.
Oh?
With us though, wouldn't
He would be with you, but if whomever is taking control of him, I don't know who that is.
I don't think any of us took control of him. We just assumed because he's the only other 4-hour.
So you don't, when you're doing watches, you can sleep longer than 8 hours, as in like as a group. So you don't have to only take 8 hours. Like, you can take like 10, and then
In that case, Steph will do the last watch. She'll get like the full 8 hours, and then she can do the last one,
Okay,
so that
I
she
guess
gets
I'll
all of her
take the
sleep. If
second
that's
one then.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the second.
I guess Callum.
yeah. So Callan, you wake up for your watch, realize that Zephyr didn't wake you up, and look across, and she is half asleep.
Well, okay. Yeah, I'll just like kind of just wake up a little bit
Oh, that was a
and
good
have a look around. Is it perception you want?
Yes, please.
Oh, actually roll good for once. 19. There we go.
Hey.
You also hear like this really low growling.
Could
And
it be
you
an
look to
animal
one
I
side and
recognise?
there's like two almost burning yellow eyes. Like when you see like an animal at night.
Hmm.
It's reflecting in the firelight and before they slowly fade backwards.
Would it have been a growl I might recognise from being in the woods, which is like the animal in general, or is it just generally just a growl?
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to discern the difference.
Okay. As I'm continuing the watch, I'll kind of like patrol around, and you'll try to like imitate what we did with the griffins, and just kind of like unfurling the cloak a little bit, see if it will glow a little bit, and just kind of look big as he's walking around.
Are you just owl walking around the like
Pretty much.
creepy-looking owl?
You do every now and then hear like a soft rustle and then snapping of twigs, but a lot of it is the same as most things you'd hear at night.
Yep.
And after a while, it is your turn for your watch to be done.
Go to the next one, and then I'll kind of like go near to where Nim is, and just go, do you want to try this? My watch is done.
Yep, let's do this thing.
It's up to you how this mechanic works. Do we both have to like sleep and then meet up in the dream, or what? I don't really know how it's gonna work.
I would need you to make an Arcana check, and then Nim to describe how you're trying to access this realm.
That's a 10. That's not good.
Buddy.
I think she's gonna like kind of go like lie down like as if she's going to sleep, like preparing for sleep, and then she'll like close her eyes and start like almost meditating and like talking, like whispering one of her prayers to herself, and she'll just be trying to like relax and meditate, and just be like her mind's focus is on this prayer and the guardian and the like and the energy of the like that she kind of feels from the guardian and her like connection to Sonara, and she's just kind of going to be thinking about Sonara and the Guardian and just really focusing on that and hoping that it it almost kind of leaves a path maybe that Callan can help her find.
Okay. As you begin sort of floating off into this endless void in search of something, we'll do the last perception check for Persephone.
Oh yeah. 22.
Okay. As you're watching Nim drift off, moving around, at first, a good half an hour goes by, just playing with the fire a little bit, sitting around, talking to Jim, maybe.
Yep, 100%.
And then you see
My
through the
boy.
trees like a flicker, low to the ground, very hunched and prowling. And then another one behind it. And then the breaking of twigs. And 2 pinpricks of dull ember red
And
before they fade off.
in that area,
Mm-hmm.
this is a mistake. This is definitely going to be a mistake. She doesn't know if it's going to scare them off, but she's going to create or destroy water. She's going to create like a rain cloud in that 30-foot area above them, and just have it pouring
Okay.
water down, and hoping maybe that'll just sort of scare them off, whatever she saw. And she'll nudge whoever, probably Kozar, because she knows that he's had his full 8 hours as well.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll nudge him next to her, and sort of just so that there are 2 eyes now, 2 sets of eyes keeping watch around them.
Okay. He immediately, dagger in hand, snaps up as soon as you touch him.
She's like got her hand on his knee. I there's something in these woods, and I just would feel more comfortable with an extra set of eyes watching.
He kneels down and he's sort of following your eye line, and then you see in a different direction those yellow pinpricks that Kalanthar saw, and like a moving shadow of something. And he's like tilting his head, looking at one way and then the other. It's not.
You see it, right?
Yeah, I see it. And he like turns his head, looks at the other ones.
Should we wake the others? Do you?
I don't know. Yeah, probably. And we'll switch over.
Mm-hmm.
Nim, as
Yeah.
you're wandering amidst this very empty void, after a while you turn around and it's sort of the cut, like you see in films where you turn around and it's suddenly you're in this beautiful glade once more. On the top of a cliff, almost a very elaborate gazebo carved out of wood and very soft cushions. And you see a very familiar stand with no armor on it, and a glaive leaning against some of the cushions. And Sonara's just sitting there, looking at the sky, almost her hands behind her back.
Nim almost like runs over and is like, "Am I glad to see you? I need your help. I really, really need your help. We like sorry, yeah, so we got like attacked by these like diseased rats, and then they caused me and one of our companions, Pipkin, we both got the disease, and then we found that there was a cure, so we went to go and get the cure, and then we only had there was only enough flowers for one cure, and now we need to find like a really powerful druid who can cure magical diseases. And the Guardian said that she knew that there definitely was a cure, and then someone else said that might be from a druid, and I'm really hoping over your years, you know of a really powerful druid?
I mean, I know a couple, but I don't even know if they're still alive.
Um,
Have you asked
Okay.
who about this?
we've sent him a message. He's kind of seeing what he can do. He's not really got back to us yet. And I thought, because the Guardian knew there was another cure, that maybe you could talk to her. Like, she might be able to tell you a bit more than she told me, since you're, you know, kind of with her more permanently now, maybe.
You don't know, do you? Yeah, right.
know
of
what?
course. She has no champion. She can't.
She can't.
She can't channel her faith like she used to.
Oh, okay. Is that what was going on? Oh, is she okay?
You have a lot to learn. And she sort of sits, and you see she waves a hand, and this beautiful ornate teapot just appears. Pours some tea out for the two of you. Look, gods are fickle, yes, but the reason they interact so rarely is they have to have energy or power or magic or whatever their domain might be. They need that faith to be sustained. If they have a champion, they can channel that connection through them to the material plane. They can't risk setting foot on solid ground for fear of being corrupted or killed. So most of them reside within some form of demi-plane or separate dimension. Some of them do walk the earth, that is true, but those are the ones that are a little bit more mischievous, harder to pin down, like the Muse, for example.
Okay.
The Dread Pact are not to be trusted, obviously. But through a champion, a god can inspire and heal and cure the world and maintain the balance that now that I'm gone, I fear that she will diminish. I can try, but I'm not sure if she would listen.
I mean, how do we get her a new champion?
That is a question for someone ironically more experienced than me. I would say I came about it through strength of will and acts in her name, so probably someone who could do the same. There are a few. One who is currently with me, and she sort of smiles softly. But there are others of equal repute. It was our job to send out the seeds and make sure, should something happen to me, that there would be enough probability that another would rise.
I feel I've let her down.
I don't think that's true at all.
I feel I'm not doing enough in her name.
I think you underestimate yourself, and you've only just begun your journey. There are no shortcuts. You can't just skip to the end and be like I was. I lived a very long life. And it was a long time before even I was called her champion. So, just continue on your path. I'm sure you'll find inspiration when you need it. Who's your friend? And she sort of leans over, and there's like a faint mirage of Callan, who is 1 foot in and 1 foot out of this domain.
Hi.
That's Callan. He was gonna help me get here if I was struggling. He's a dream walker, and I knew I had to be dreaming to get here, so I thought maybe he would be able to help.
Yeah, I kind of got stuck halfway. Didn't work as well as I thought it would. So I'm over here.
Yes, you look thinner than
Good to
I
see you.
remember.
Yeah, shed a few pounds as he kind of like puts his hand through his chest, just like yeah.
As for your friend, I'm not familiar with diseases or things of that ailment. I was more of the hack first, ask questions later. Also because my common was pretty shit. I mean, aside from... Yes, I suppose an aspect of a god would be able to cure her. Barring that, maybe one of the ancient creatures, you know, dragons, djinns, elementals, perhaps.
Djinns, I've heard.
Ooh.
I've heard something. Aren't we?
Find her, Mama.
Callan, didn't we hear something about a djinn being in the gnome?
The Dwarven Kingdom.
The
No.
dwarven. Sorry, Nim is like very
No,
much
it's super cute.
has no idea. Nim's like, I was dying, now I'm not dying, now I'm talking to my god, now my god's dying, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Well, we know of one working. Whether they'll take an audience with us is another thing. You know how excited I get over making new things. If they've got a djinn crafting them things, I imagine the dwarves probably don't let them near anyone from the outside, because they're even more interested in craftsmanship than I am. And you know how futile I can get at times.
yeah, but I have faith that we will be able to demand an audience with the djinn, with some, I don't know, we'll come up with some new thing that you're making, and then they'll be super impressed, and it'll be fine. It will be fine.
No pressure.
You see,
We'll come up with
Sonara looks past the two of you, like she did with you and Callan, and narrows her eyes, and then tilts her head. Then she stands up, grabs Nim by the shoulders. She's like, you need to leave. Now. And slaps you around the face. And then as you wake up to Kozar's hand as he slams you across the face.
Seth is slapping him to get him to stop hitting people.
What the fuck? What?
Mm-hmm.
During that, the last thing that Kozar said, these aren't wolves. You should wake up the others. As you see a hunched, four-legged, third mouth appear out of the bushes, growling and drooling. You can see a chained collar around it. Make me a nature?
Okay.
Survival? Either
Oh, I rolled a nat 20, whatever it is. Oh, if you said survival, 26 total.
one. Okay.
But nat 20.
You are face to face with a warg. A dire warg.
no.
A very big, almost half between a hyena and a wolf, as is crawling through the undergrowth. And you can hear two more. And you watch as Kozar begins to scrabble to wake everyone up, and that's when he slaps Nim around the face.
Seth will, using her new staff, she'll like, while keeping her eye on them, she'll like use it to extend her reach and start hitting people with her stick, like with her staff, to wake them.
We are going to go to a quick
wanted to
break
yell, but she shouldn't.
before we return for some initiative as these beasts close in. Nim, as he is slapping you awake, there is a cold, almost iron coin in your hand.
Ooh.
It's about the entire size of your palm, so it's a very large coin. And it's got the image of a snarling wolf on the front. And we're going to go to a quick break. Bye.
Find me a place among my brethren, the pines, the bees, the frost. I cannot stay where nature's embrace is lost. Find me where Canoe makes his revelry. Where the horned one sleeps. Down by riverside resting. No one but me. Leave behind your troubles and your worries. Set your soul on fire and dance among the trees. Oh, find me where Canoe makes his revelry. Ooh, where the horned one sleeps. Deep in woodlands running. No one but me. Wake up, breathed in ivy, bathed in the light of the moon. Through the canopy I see the light of the stars shining through.
Okay, let's back up. Anyway, where were we? I don't remember. Keenan's
Keenan.
was 14, 18. His dex is higher.
Mine is +4.
Oh, you're the 18. His dex is lower. So he will be 19. He will be 18.
Oh my god. How annoying. Sorry, not that. Myself.
Zephyr.
That'll be a 17.
Oh my god, stop rolling the same. And
Ah!
uh,
17 gang.
of course, Kozar rolled a 25.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, I will skip him because he is too busy waking up Nim. And we will go straight into Calenthar. You are up first.
Okay. I will start off with my good old blood medal bit to get my. How far away is it?
You got
It's far
here.
enough away. I'm not at a disadvantage, right? Yeah, not a disadvantage for a bow there, am I?
No, not at the moment.
Cool. Yeah, I'll spark up my bow. 1d4 damage to me. Let's see if it rolls a 4 like every time. Oh, it's a 2! Yay!
Huzzah.
Just happened.
We lost the bird.
And then I will
Lost what?
go for a good old longbow.
Oh.
That's a 14.
14 hits. Oh, wait, no. 14 misses. Sorry, I read that wrong.
Oh, I'm sad. Can't. There's a bonus action for that.
There we go.
Okay, I'll invoke my blood curse of binding. And I'll amplify that as well. So that's another d4 damage to me. Another 2 damage. So it needs to make a DC 12 strength saving throw, which is restrained for up to a minute.
Okay, which one are you going for? The big one?
The big one, yeah.
Okay. Strength.
Big
Hmm,
chungus.
10.
So in that case, you see these like big spectral talons come out the ground and just like grab it, and it's like
Okay.
held in place. And then it's me.
Okay, dokie. Pipkin, you're up.
Yes, I will run forward
Mm-hmm.
and I will hit him.
Classic.
Try to at least. That is going to be 22 to hit,
22 definitely hits.
and they will get nice 10 bludgeoning damage and 2 thunder damage.
Okay.
And they will move back, and I will follow them.
Wait, can it move if it's been grasped?
It's forced movement, so it just moves
Okay.
with it.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that.
And for my bonus action, I'll do Flurry of Blows.
Okay. You do have advantage with these, by the way,
Because he is restrained, of course.
because he's restrained.
Oh, that's good, because I rolled a nat 20.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be over very quickly.
Also,
Um,
another bit to add on: they can't make any actions or reactions until the end of my next turn. Except up.
Alright,
Cool.
so that is, if I'm not mistaken, full dice plus roll and their modifier, right?
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
That will be 12 bludgeoning damage
Oof.
for the
Rough.
crit. And for my... I rolled a second nat 20. I can make a picture if you want.
No, I believe you.
So that will be... mathing... 13 bludgeoning damage. Yes. For 13 bludgeoning damage. Yes.
Okay, as you just
for the
watch Pipkin, she springs into action, striding across, slams him in the face so hard that the shockwave moves him backwards, and then just continues to sort of take these big leaps and punches straight on the face. It is Keenan's turn.
I still want to retreat.
Oh, yep. Sorry. Continue.
But then I'm done.
Okay. It is Keenan's turn, and he will cast Dissonant Whispers, because why not? So that is a Wisdom save for me on the big boy. Which he passes. Holy shit. So that is 12. That's a very low roll. Okay. He's going to bonus action, say usual Cardiff funny line, and give inspiration to probably Persephone, because he usually does. Persephone, you're up.
Seth is gonna cast Ominous Winds on all of them.
Okay.
So it's 3 of them, right? And
There
it's
are
3
3
creatures. So they all need to make charisma saving throws.
Okay, so the 2 smaller ones.
14. 14, by the way.
19s.
Son of a
And the
bitch.
large one is a 14. So I believe
Does
they
that
all
mean it
pass.
passes?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Those are some charismatic walks.
Well, yeah, that's it then. That was her action, and I think I'm too close to. No, I guess I'll just stay where I am.
Okay.
I can't move anywhere.
Yeah. Zephyriel, it is your turn.
Hello. Zephyr will throw up her big bad force field of Twilight Domain.
Okay.
One sec. I've lost it. No, Twilight Sanctuary, I mean. Even. And so that's 30 feet. And then as a bonus action, I will cast why can't I read today? Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And it's gonna go next to Big Wog.
Alright. I will find you a spiritual weapon. Spiritual. And big bonky mace. Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, and then you can attack with that.
Okay. Let's see. Spiritual Weapon. That's the 23 to hit.
23 hits.
That's the 7 damage.
Okay, on the big one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big chungus.
He can't do anything. So it's Nim's turn.
Okay. And then I will take my health.
Awesome. Nim is just going to spin round to the smaller guy behind her and swing a big old battle axe at its face. That's 15.
15 misses.
Ooh.
Is then I think yes. I will. She's gonna do something a little bit different today. She's gonna cast Compelled Jewel on the one behind her,
Okay.
so it doesn't like. Yeah, so it has disadvantage like, if it attacks anything else. It's a wisdom save, though.
Wisdom.
Oh,
wisdom,
boys,
wisdom.
it's the warg.
Hopefully, not as rizzy as it is.
Hopefully.
Uh,
DC 12.
21.
Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Never mind. Yeah. Never mind.
Okay. That
And take your 10
warg.
hit points.
Yes, take your 10 hit points. That warg is gonna go
Oh,
for
hang
you
on.
first. Which is a
Your 10 hit points are d6 plus 4.
So.
that
Yeah.
is a crit for 30.
Oh no.
Oh, good. For 30?
For 30.
My
What, it was a-
god.
you-
Okay.
30 to hit or 30
Good.
damage?
No, 30 to hit.
You
I
know
was gonna
there's
say-
Oh,
So is it a nat 20?
It's a nat 20 plus 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know he
I mean,
silvery
yeah,
barbs
that
that.
one.
You know he would silvery barbs that 100%.
Oh, that's true. I am playing
know
Keenan.
would silvery
Oh
barbs
yeah,
that.
I was silver
Yeah.
above that. Absolutely. Fuck that.
Thank
21.
you, Keenan.
21. So there's only 8 points of piercing damage. And can I have a Constitution saving throw, please?
You can. Let's see. I'm not very good at those, but we'll see. Oh god, that was a 3. I was really not good at those.
You take an additional 9 points of poison damage. And you are poisoned.
Excuse me, we just got you undiseased. Stop
I
it.
know.
Like, what the fuck?
As you feel this more
I
bite
know.
into you, it's like this cold, sickly. It's nasty. It's not good. So that was for the first one, and the second one is a 26.
On
for,
me, that will also hit, yes.
10 piercing damage. And you're
What
already
is your
poisoned.
AC?
That's cool. It's 19.
Oh my god.
The other one is going to go straight for Kalanthar, which
Mhm.
is a 18.
Yeah, it hits.
So that is
I remember to unequip the shield from last session.
that is 12 points of piercing damage and a Constitution save, please.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
That is a 19.
You're fine. And the second one is a 22
Hits.
for 9 piercing damage and another con save, please.
That really hurt. The cons. Oh, that's a 5.
Okay, you take 2 points of poison damage and you're now poisoned as well. Ooh,
I'm down to
yay!
2 health, just a heads up.
Good.
Have
You
a
do get
squishy
your
boy.
10 hit points. Remember, don't forget on your turns.
It was 1d6 plus 4, wasn't it?
Kaelin
And
hasn't
it
had a turn on.
is
Yeah,
Kozar up
Oh, when it is. Oh, it is when it is my turn.
yeah.
when it is your
It's at
turn,
the
yeah.
end of your turn, yeah.
I'm gonna join
Okay,
the
I'll be
spiritual
rolling.
weapon and try and punch him in the face. And I missed. Great, love that.
And a fire and a miss. And a fire and a miss.
Bonus
Oh
action.
no, I don't like the grunt.
I'm dual wielding.
Stabby stab.
Stab, stab. That hits. Sweet.
Hey.
Uh, do I have? It's restrained, so I do. So that's sneak attack. So I can roll that
Sneaky
one
sneak.
again. So that is 16 plus. Nope, missed that one again. Great, love that. Well, we're just fine. Okay. It is Kalanthar. You're up.
Have some temp hit points.
Okay. 86. Oh yeah, got 8 temp. Nice. I will just go for another longbow at the big dude if he's still
Okay.
there. Can't see him on the screen at the minute. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
That's 5 longbow plus 4 piercing. Sorry, 5 piercing plus 4 lightning.
Okay.
For 9 damage total.
Awesome. Anything else?
No, that's it. And for the giant hyena, or whatever it is, can attempt to make its strength save on its turn now.
Oh, on its turn. Okay. Pipkin, you're up.
Okay. I will dash toward Big Wyrk.
Cool. You have advantage.
And I was going to ask that. I rolled pretty shit. I rolled 2 6s, but it's plus 6 so 12 to hit.
12 misses.
All right. I will flurry of blows as my bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
And they will receive. Let me see. Math is so hard. 9 bludgeoning damage and 2 thunder damage, and they get knocked back.
9 and 2 is 11. Okay.
And for my second flurry of blows,
Oop, 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 oop.
it will be 22 to hit. And that hits.
22 definitely hits, yeah.
All right. That will be 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, he is felled. Do you
Um,
want to kill him or knock him unconscious?
Yes, kill him.
Okay.
I will
How would you like to kill him?
jump on his neck.
Oh my god. Get it, girl.
And punch him until he falls down, and I will snap his neck by, the classic turning of the head, and in a sort of delirium, I will raise up and scream, "I can do this all night!" And then I will
Amazing.
use my movement to get back to the middle of.
I was thinking like you could like swing around its neck, like hold on to it, just like jump around.
Oh, I imagine that.
And have some temp hit points.
Yes.
Wait.
You get
Is
to
it a
hit points. You get to hit
D6
points.
plus 4.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Twilight Domain.
It is Keenan's turn, who will do something. He is going to cast Dissonant Whispers again at the smaller one. Wisdom. Oh, of course they passed
Are
it.
these whispers careless?
Yes, very careless because they missed.
Okay. Oh no.
So
What's
3.
that? Oh, I'm so slow.
He's just whispering into the wind.
You do
I feel
notice
like it's
as
just a mocking.
you're fighting them that Pipkin's punches seem to be doing more damage than as you like casting spells. Their collars are glowing and some of the spells are reverberating off of their fur. You would guess that maybe they might have some magical resistance. Persephone, you're up. And have another bardic. Pew,
Well,
pew.
that's unfortunate. Pyong pyong. Could not just pyong pyong me.
Pew, pew.
In that case, not in any case, Seth is gonna. Which one? Helen, are you hurt?
I'm down to 2 health plus 8 temporary.
You'll be fine.
I'm probably going to go down, but it'll be fine.
She's gonna say, "You'll live," and then she's gonna go up to the one that's on you, and she's quite literally going to slap it around the face and cast Inflict Wounds,
Ooh, very nice.
which was, well, it was a 19, but it's +6, so
Yeah, that
25.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh fuck! I was gonna do it. Hold on, I don't know what to roll, and I've dropped by accident and closed my character sheet. Okay, no, I'm here. I'm here. D10. Hello, my babies. Where are you, big babies? Yes. What? Yeah. I don't math well. Hold on, I need to write this down. Where is it? Babbity boopy. And one more. Oh. I don't math well. That's 9. Oh. 23
Nice.
points of damage.
23.
And then she'll be like, "Oh, I guess," and she'll. No, she won't. She'll be like, "I'll wait till you go down to heal you."
It's all good.
Zephyr, you're up.
She'll be like, hopefully it hits me now.
Okay. Zephyr is going to cast. What is Zephyr going to cast? Why did I close this? There we go. Level 2. Inflict wounds.
Okay.
No.
Wait, inflict wounds.
Wait. Am I too
Dang.
far? Am I too close for guiding bolt?
You're not technically in melee, so you could take a step back.
Okay. Yes. Let us do that. And cast level 2 guiding bolt. No! That was almost a 19, but it was a 9. So, 14 to hit.
14 misses.
Boo. And then I have no bonus action, but I have a spiritual weapon, which in all likelihood is probably a sword, but in my mind it's a rolled up newspaper. And it's gonna smack the
Sorry.
warg. It's gonna move to the warg first because I realized it's not near a warg. It's gonna move.
Yep, you can go there.
Yep, that one. Yeah. And then it's gonna hit for hopefully. We'll see. Spiritual weapon. It's gonna hit for 24.
24 hits.
And it's gonna take 7 damage again.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that is all.
Okay, Nim, it is your turn.
Awesome. That's still 2 of them up, isn't there?
Yes,
them,
and
yes.
you are
Okay, cool.
poisoned.
Then, let me just check if that is an action or a bonus action. That is an action. That is annoying. Fuck it. She's gonna be reckless and just aim a battle axe at the one in front of her and hope
Okay.
for the fucking best. That is a 3. She is going to miss.
Sorry.
That's
Yeah, that
brilliant. She's done so good.
I feel bad for
Yep.
laughing again. It was just bleed
That
out. It
warg
got me.
is gonna go for you again. Obviously, because why
Okay.
wouldn't it? A dirty 20 and a 25.
I mean, both will hit, sadly.
That is 22 points of piercing damage.
Oh no.
So
Please no.
Nim might maybe
Son
down.
of a bitch.
Okay.
You're
Hell
both
yeah.
down, aren't you?
Blue.
Please
The
don't
other
make me
one is
choose.
gonna pick between the two, so odds and evens. Huh. Oh, hooked on the floor. No, come back.
Can I try and like taunt it into hitting me by calling it a bad dog?
I mean, you don't need to
Try and
because
taunt
you
it
were
into
odds
hitting
and
me
I rolled a
instead.
1, so it's gonna go
Oh,
for
thank
you.
God. Thank good.
It is
can't believe I'm
going
saying
to
that. Oh, it's
raise
fucking funny.
its snout to the air, and you hear this howl pierce through all of you. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it against being frightened? Because I have advantage as a halfling.
It actually is, yeah.
Do
22.
I need to make one whilst unconscious?
No, you automatically
Sorry.
fail.
I'm so sorry. It just immediately
Wonderful.
brings out my Woody the Woodpecker laugh. I'm so sorry.
I'm like, can things get worse for Nim right now?
Yeah, you
Go
automatically
Yeah.
fail when you're unconscious.
Hmm.
Nim's just
Amazing.
having a nightmare right now. Just like
Yeah.
passed out, just like having a really bad dream.
I rolled a 21.
22.
Okay,
I
did
have a
anyone
dirty
get
20.
less than 16?
Me.
Oh, sweet baby girl.
So I just need to find all my d8s.
Oh my God, Christopher.
That's 4, that's 5,
Zephyr is super scaredy right now.
6, 7, 10, 17. Okay, if you
I think I can
failed, you
find-
take 28 points of psychic damage. And you are
Oh, shit.
frightened. And if you passed, that is 13.
13 damage if we passed.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
I'd be dead.
Son of a bitch. Seth is gonna stare at this dog, this fucking walk down and be like, you fucking suck a nut. Hope you're allergic. I'm not good at math.
Oh, I went
8,
too far. There we go.
9, 10, 11,
I'm at 12.
13. I'm at 30. I mean, no, I'm not.
As that was over, as that was over the amount of health they had, do I automatically do a death save or not? I don't know how it works.
What do you mean?
Isn't it if it's over your max?
It's over
health?
your max.
Well, it's just that it went over the
It's your
max.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
If it goes over your max, you're instantly dead.
Not what you have left.
It was 1 health over what I had. That's the reason why I asked.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's Kozar. Shit. Okay, hang on.
Kozar, save us.
I imagine that's literally what you said, just like climbing out the tent.
He's gonna go for the one that looks a lot healthier and see if he can fuck up this one a little bit. Nope. Oh, that one hit. Okay. Dagger. And he doesn't have sneak attack, so it's only 7.
Oh no.
That's shit. I should have gone for the other one. I'm such a moron. Oh, too late now. That is
Just
his.
wants to kill us.
He will bonus action disengage and just run over here. Callanthar, do you want me to roll your death saves or do you want to roll them yourself?
I'll roll it. Why not?
Okay. Popcorn,
I can't do 2 bonus.
kill another
on one
warg for me.
turn.
It's a 17.
You're not meant to tell me. Ben.
I will.
How long have we been playing?
Sorry.
That's
I know.
alright.
Wait, what was it? I wasn't listening. I should have been listening. Damn it.
Pass.
He will attack
pass.
with advantage because he's flanking with
Kozar.
Kozar.
Mhm.
Wow. I said Kozar. That is an 11 to hit, so I'm assuming that does not hit. I rolled very shit. Right?
11
doesn't
misses.
Then
Sorry.
for a bonus action, I will flurry of blows. That is twice a 14, so 2 dirty 20s.
Both hit.
Does that hit?
Yep, both hit.
Okay. No, I just rolled with the advantage. I didn't roll. Okay. 8 bludgeoning damage. I'll roll my second attack. Yeah, that hits. No crit. That is 10 or free disengage because of my Wave the Drunken Master again, and retreat.
Okay.
If you need 3 temp hit points, you can get more.
How many? How
Yep.
many? What is it? The temper points again?
D6 plus 4.
D6. Oh, I rolled that. I did that wrong. That's fine. I thought it was plus
It is
2. I would have had
Keenan's
an
turn,
extra 2
and
health.
he's going to Healing Word Nim for
Thank you, Keenan.
6 hit points.
Oh, it's not like a. Oh, that's fine. I'm not gonna. No offense. I'm not gonna waste my lesser. I was saving it to help. me
No,
with
like
my-
I can deal with poison, but if it just disappears at the start of my turn,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay. I believe Persephone, you're up next.
I am going to sigh. No, I'm kidding. She'll like notice Callan go down, face palm,
Still
like,
to be fair,
and
I'm a
then
squishy.
she will healing word him, but she will add in a bardic inspiration, so he gets, if I'm mathing right, 13 HP instead.
Okay.
And then, despite not being very strong, so she'll just bonk it with her staff. Yeah. Getting bonked. Does a 16 hit?
16
I don't know what
hits.
AC is. Okay, nice. It's not gonna do any full damage. That's fine. Ah, shit! Ah, fuck! Ah! It
But you're
does.
literally grabbing the wrong end of your nose.
No, I'm using my staff of flowers.
Oh, okay.
Ha 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 ha. Why I did that. It does. Oh, it's -1. So that is 2 damage. Yay.
How do you want to do this?
No.
Yeah.
Can she, since she's using her staff of flowers, can I add like a little bit of spice to it? So like as she hits it with the staff, a little like violet pops out of its head.
Yeah, absolutely.
She
Like a
bonks it on
violet
the
pops
head
out, a
with the
daisy
staff.
pops out of his
Just a little
nose.
violet like sprouts out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's dead.
I did it.
Huzzah.
Me and my 2 damage.
Nim, you're up.
Oh.
Nim?
Yep, Nim, you're up.
Nim is dead.
Sorry, I'm like talking to myself about how like she's still poisoned, so she's gonna do the sensible thing and like actually heal herself for once in her fucking life. So she's gonna
I was
use
going to kill you, but I can't.
yeah, like
Spell.
5 HP to like cure, like neutralize the poison, and then she's gonna give herself 10 HP. So she's using like so much HP right now, but she's like, I need to not put these guys through this again. You know, the whole me
Yes.
dying thing.
Stay alive.
But that is her action. And then for her bonus action, she is gonna cast Searing Smite on her
Ooh.
battle axe, so it's ready for like next round.
Okay. You didn't move away from him, so
No, I didn't.
that is
I continue
a
to make mostly poor decisions.
20. It's a dirty 20.
It does hit.
That is 9 points of piercing damage, please, and a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. That's fine. Everything's fine.
Alright, so that's the first attack.
Okay, meaning time.
And then the second attack is a...
Oh, that was an. I don't. Oh no, I don't have disadvantage. Well, either way, that was a nat 1.
You are
Uh-oh.
poisoned, and you take 3 points of poison damage.
Okay, 3 is fine. 3 is fine. I'm still up. It's cool.
The
she's
second
gonna get
attack was
10
an
hit points
18,
right now.
so he missed. As you raise up a gauntlet and just clamps
Oh,
down on the
thank God.
metal.
Yes,
oh,
please take some
it's-
temp hit points.
It's Kozar, so I'm going
I
to
get
run
10
in.
temporary hit points.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! He missed again. Kozar, what the fuck, man? The second one hits.
Let the
With-
team down, bro.
With sneak attack for a total of 15.
How dare you?
Kalanthar,
He's trying his best.
are you up or are you
How's
sleeping?
the walk looking? I'm up. I'm on
He
13.
is looking
I
Thanks.
feel like I didn't
Oh,
get my
okay.
turn.
surprisingly alright.
It's my turn next.
Okay.
I feel like I didn't get my turn.
Did you not?
But I. No.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I haven't had my turn since I got frightened.
Oh yeah, I did skip you. Sorry, that's my mistake. Zephyr, it's your
Oh,
turn.
good.
No, isn't it off then?
Zephyr is a big fraidy cat. Being frightened doesn't affect, like, if I were to do, like, healing slash stat boosting spells, yes?
Yeah, it doesn't have any
It's only on
effect.
attack?
It's only on attack.
Okay.
I
Zephyrs
think it's
quaking
attack
in her
rolls
boots.
and ability
Um,
checks.
Yeah, so Zephyrs quaking in her boots. So she's gonna cast Bless on first level.
Okay.
And she's gonna cast that on Nim, Callan, and Pipkin.
Okay.
So you now get a D4 you can add to your roll, or attack roll. Attack roll or saving throw. Whenever, yeah. You can roll a D4 and add that number. And then my weapon, my spiritual weapon's not affected, yeah?
Yeah, your spiritual
it,
weapon's still up.
Yeah, but it's not affected by
No,
being
so
frightened,
you can
Or
command
is
it
it-
to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, make it go away. I hate it.
Stop. I don't like it.
Stop.
No, it's only a 13.
Okay, that misses.
So it just brandishes threateningly and then doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Calenthar, it is now your
Yeah,
turn.
pretty much.
Nim, how much are you hurting at the minute? Are you alright or rough?
With my temporary
Don't have to give me an
hit
exact number or anything.
With my
Just rough feeling.
temporary hit points, I'm like at half my max.
Okay.
So, you know,
Right, in
I'm
that
not
case,
sure.
I'll shoot the walk then. In that case. That probably misses. Oh no, 17. But it was so
Hits.
much additional. So it's 11 points of piercing and 4 lightning.
Mm.
That is 50. Okay, anything else?
I think I'll move up behind Nim, so if she does go down, I'm in range to touch her with a cure wounds next turn.
Okay,
So
Pipkin,
just in
you're
front
up.
of the tent.
Yes, I will run all the way to the back to flank with Kozar. I will look at Kozar and with a cheeky grin be like, watch this, loser. And I'll hit.
Please roll double
Oh,
ones.
Yeah.
It can just turn to like a
Oh, yeah.
murder machine. This
That's a
session.
hit.
She's beefy.
And that is 10 bludgeoning and 5 thunder damage.
Okay. It can't go
And
anywhere.
unfortunately, I don't have flurry. Can't go anywhere. Unfortunately, I don't have flurry of blows anymore, but I do still have my bonus action for an extra attack. That is going to be. Yep, that makes sense. That is 27 to hit.
That hits. Pipkin. You can do it.
And that is 6 bludgeoning damage for my bonus action.
How do you like to do this?
Bye.
I'm just going to engineer a
How do you
couple.
want to do this?
It's going to be pretty gruesome. She once again, because she's behind him, she will run up his back, pull his face up by the ears, and gouge his eyes out.
Oh no.
Oh my lord. I love it.
She's just going to be
What has
sprayed
happened to her?
It's
I know.
blood, and she looks maniacal, absolutely maniacal, and she is
Happened to the
grinning
girl
from
that
ear
was,
to
like,
from ear to
afraid.
ear.
For a not barbarian, Pipkin is raging.
Very much so.
I'm scared.
What the fuck?
Like a small part of Zephyr seeing this is like, maybe we should have given the cure to Pipkin.
Oh no, a big part of Nim is like, we should have given the cure to Pipkin.
So, as the last of the beasts fall to the floor, there's a silence that sort of spreads throughout. And just the flickering of the campfire. As you hear another 2 howls off in the distance. And you can see like a soft torchlight of what appears to be someone carrying a fully lit like torch, like a massive long pole with a giant flame on the top, and they seem to be moving through the forest, and you can see a couple of smaller versions of these beasts that you've seen as they rush through, all kind of staying a bit hush before they move on. What would you like?
How far away are they, roughly?
I would say at this distance, maybe 80 feet, 100 feet away.
Okay. He's got like walks like the ones that just attacked us.
You can see
what we can see.
small. It's quite far away, but you can see small beasts moving near him, about medium-sized.
Part of me really wants to shoot him because he's in my range.
If you want to do it, you can do it.
What's the
I
verdict?
wouldn't advise it.
What's the verdict,
Can any
peeps?
of us... Sorry. Okay. How far away did you say he was?
100
About
feet.
80 to 100 feet.
100 feet.
Yeah.
So we can't really like get any discernible traits off of him, like what, like. race he is?
Make a perception roll.
Even if it is a he.
Even if it is a he.
Oh, famous last words. 21. Or
Okay.
17.
He looks quite. Again, this is quite far away. It's in the dark. He's holding a flickering torch, so you can see he is quite short, very wide. These beasts are about the same size as him on all fours as they're moving about.
Given that my brain survival check I made earlier, and I figured out what they were, wargs, would I have known typically who keeps company of wargs?
So, I would say yes. It's usually the classic sort of telltale beast orientated people. They are not a easy animal to keep. They require a lot of maintenance. They require a lot of food and a lot of training if you want to get them right. There's only a couple of cultures that sort of keep them. One of them being orcs and goblins, and sort of the rural wastes of Viridia. A lot of them are found there. There are a couple in Ixalora, but usually on the eastern side, away from the deserts, which Keenan would tell you, because they're often seen roaming some of the elven forests to disturb them. And then other than that, most of the people that reside in places that are away from urban areas because of how these beasts, in terms of their temperament. I wouldn't say that you have enough experience to know specifically what kind of people. Yeah, but this guy, he could be a halfling, he could be a goblin, or a dwarf, judging on the size of him.
Okay. In that case, I want to try something. I'm going to pull one of the arrows out my quiver and then record a message into it in common and just go, if it was you who sent those beasts, at least be willing to do your own dirty work, and then I'll fire it into a tree near him, and then it will play the message when it hits the tree.
Oh god, no, why did you do that? No.
This is what you do. It generally would be.
No, that's fully in character. Seth being like, "Why did you do that?"
You see, he
That's
immediately
not-
like he's got like
Oh,
a slight hooded cloak, and immediately
just killed
whips
his
round
pets.
in the direction of where the arrow went, not bothered by what the message is. And he whistles twice, and you feel these beasts turn and move back towards the group. He's still quite a ways away, so you have a little bit of time in between. But he looks like he's coming your way. He hasn't spotted all of you yet, but he can see the dying light of the campfire in this morning light.
It was a terrible idea.
It
We just
was,
killed
that's
that
what
man's
you do.
Just killed his pets.
What you do.
Do we want to just get out of here?
They tried to kill us first.
We have our horses. And Jim. Oh god, what if they're faster than Jim? This is fine. This is fine.
It's
Yeah, sure. If you want to get out of here.
Pim will jump a little bit forward and sort of in a hushed or rather hissing tone be like, get ready to run, I'll catch up. And she'll shout, she'll throw her voice, face, come here, and she'll dash forward and attempt a distraction.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you're sort of veering off,
Wait,
or you're going straight for him.
I'm veering off.
Okay.
I'm trying to get closer to him as well as lead him away, so I don't want to go for a straight line, but off to a side.
Okay, can you make a performance roll for me? I'm going to see how loud you can do this.
That's funny.
Oh my god. So almost perfectly, like she's learnt it from taverns, and even maybe a bit of Keenan himself, she throws her voice further in and then runs in that direction, and you watch as the dwarf sort of well, I just gave it away. He is a dwarf. He sort of whistled. Now that he's closer, you can see like full runic leather chainmail, 2 huntsman axes on his back, and a whip on one side of his hip. And he whistles, and you see most of the wargs turn in her direction. There's about 12 of them that begin like chasing, moving through. Only one of them is the same size as the largest one you'd seen, and then the others seem to be maybe like pups or things in training or things like that, as they begin running through with almost this hyena laugh, crashing through the undergrowth, chasing after Pipkin. I think you're pretty quick, aren't you?
I have 45 feet speed.
Okay, they have 50. So you're going to need to put in all of your effort to sort of maintain that distance as they're catching up on you.
How much do the horses have speed-wise? The horse and Jim?
Horse speed.
And poor fucking Jim.
60 feet, so they are quicker.
And Jim?
Jim is a donkey.
Yeah. Jim's gonna die.
We need like a spell that can like miniaturize Jim so we can put him in our pocket.
Yeah.
Jim has a speed of 45 feet, so he's the same as same as.
Seth is gonna say, "Sorry, Keenan," and she's gonna jump on. Is it Charlie, the one that's faster?
Mm-hmm. No, Charlie's
She's
the
gonna jump on
good-looking
him.
one. Fish
Which
is
one's the one
fastest.
Charlie's good
slightly
looking.
faster?
Yeah, Fish is
Fish
the
is the
fastest.
fastest.
Okay, in that case, she's gonna say sorry to you, and she's gonna jump on the back of your horse and be like, "Take care of Jim," and she's gonna speed straight after Pipkin.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was going to say I was just about to.
So we're
ride off
splitting
on
the
Fish.
party. I love it. I love it.
As she speeds off towards her, when she's gonna do the same thing she did earlier to try and sort of scare the sort of more like the pups away. She's gonna cast the same water as she gets closer to them.
Mm-hmm.
Just to try and see if it'll scatter the younger ones.
Make an intimidation check. I don't know how this is gonna work.
Can I add to that and like seeing Persephone do that earlier? I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy and make a rumble of thunder, like in the same direction.
Then roll with advantage.
Mhm.
Well,
And as we're riding
Well, I mean, that's
As I'm like
slightly
riding
unfair.
fish with Seth on the back, I'm literally just gonna pull out one of my smell arrows from my quiver and fire that off in the direction that they're coming from to try and distract them.
Make me a animal handling to make sure you can actually stay on the horse as you're doing that.
Yep, sure. Animal handling.
Please fall off.
That's an 8,
Can-
so they probably do.
Steph just has her like tail
I
wrapped
will-
around
I
your
will let you
leg, so she's
choose.
dragging you.
I will let you choose either you fire the arrow and you fall off, or you can like go to fire and be like, oh, this is too unsteady without holding the reins. So that's your choice. If you wanna-
I think I'll stay and say it's unsteady, because otherwise I'll probably take Seth with me if I fall off, because she's holding on to me.
It's-
I'm actually sitting on the
I
saddle.
can't be biased, but I'm just offering
Yeah.
some advice. Probably not
Yeah.
the best
Alan
idea.
falling off things.
I did roll a
No.
21 though on the intimidation.
Okay, as you hear and you see like the rain, and you've even like put a little bit of like sparkling bits of light, not lightning, but light in there, in the storm cloud above them. You hear the crack of thunder. Even the dwarf instinctively flinches, and all of the wargs instantly hit the floor and stop moving. And then and as you guys are racing off, you extending that lead even further. They then like look around, realize there's nothing, and he like gets out his whip, whips them, and they begin to go again.
As Seth sort of catches up with Pipkin, she wants to quite literally lean off the horse and grab the scruff of her collar and lift her up. Even though she's super weak, but she's small. She's gonna lift her, fling her
are
onto
you
the
willing,
horse.
as you
Can I
see her rapidly approaching your full sprint? What, are you willing to let them pick you up? Or are you just gonna...
No, I will try and dodge, and I will look up while doing that. And what are you doing?
My
What did I
horse
say?
is
Get
faster
out!
than you.
Get the fuck out!
We're not leaving you,
Stop
and this is
you.
technically my fault. As we're just trying to reach down and grab you as we're riding past.
You're
Steph is like,
only
"Don't
going
make me
to
do it.
kill-
Don't make me
only
do
going
it."
to get yourselves killed. Get out now.
Or worse.
Oh, Seth is gonna make a
No.
mistake. Seth is gonna make a mistake, and she's gonna. I can't do it. I can't. I was gonna cast command on you, but it seems so mean. You're not willing to come with us. There's no way she'd let you just sit there.
She's not. She's full on sprinting through the forest.
Yeah, but I mean, they're faster than you said. They're faster than she is, and they'll catch up. And the horse is faster than her. And it's just Seth, the way she is. She wouldn't leave her behind.
You're gonna have to, you have a split second to either do something or not.
If she's dodging her, she won't be able to catch on to her.
Don't get yourself killed. Leave now. I'll catch up. Trust me.
No. She deliberately
well,
slows the
no, you
horse
don't
down to
trust
match her
me.
speed. She deliberately slows
you're
the
not
horse
in
down to
control
match
of the
her
horse.
speed.
Yeah, it's me.
Kalanthar is.
She slaps him on the back of the head. Slow down.
I will attack the horse kneecaps.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
you do that, she'll command and tell you to sit.
What happens first?
Your attack
Just
happens
when you
first.
attack, then she'll cast command the second you attack, straight afterwards.
So you
What did
can
you say, Logan?
attack and then move. So you can attack the horse and then move in a completely different direction.
Does a 16 hit?
The horse, yeah.
All right. It will receive 10 bludgeoning damage and 2 thunder damage, and be pushed back 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I will sprint my full 45 feet forward.
Okay. Kalanthar, make me an
Oh.
animal handling with disadvantage,
Stop.
please.
No, I have a dash
As a
bonus action.
Bonus action, yeah. So you move 70. No, 90. I think.
That have to be a
90
disadvantage.
feet.
I rolled a 90.
It's a disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I was the same. Why did it have to be disadvantage? I rolled a 19 and a 7.
Okay, the horse veers one way, Pipkin runs the other. The wargs split off, most of them following Pipkin, as you see her disappear into the undergrowth. Pipkin, roll me a... It's not really a stealth check, but roll me a stealth check, just to see if you're disappearing, because you're quite short into the undergrowth.
Pretty high dex.
Pretty high dex.
13.
Okay. You do see where she goes, but the horse is going in a completely other direction, and it is also dashing, so it would be 120 feet plus 9, so 200 and something feet apart as you veer off. The horse going sort of back towards where the others had been running, back towards a road, and Pipkin has veered off into the underbrush. That is where we're gonna end it tonight.
Wait, before that happens, as like
Uh-huh.
the horse veers off, Seth just wants to shout, "Fine, then die."
Oh.
Okay.
Because she's like, if you want to die, then die.
That is where we're going to end it tonight. We will pick up, not exactly in this moment, but a little bit further forwards. And we'll see what happens. I was not expecting that. That is mental. Kalanthar.
yeah.
Thank you very much for joining me.
That's right.
I believe most of us are here next week. From what I remember. I don't remember. But
I might not be.
I don't think Mel is. Or...
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. This has been my Wyrdcast. Say goodbye, guys.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
My voice broke.
Bye, guys.
And we'll see you again next week.
Oh god.
Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me. Now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A It's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom